One of the topics we specialise in at the LSE is social epistemology. So what is that? Well, epistemology is the study of knowledge and related concepts like evidence, rationality, belief. But of course, most of what people know doesn't occur in a vacuum. We rely on what other people tell us for our knowledge and for our beliefs all the time. And this includes even quite trivial or simple pieces of information. So take the pyramids, right? Where are the pyramids? Well, everyone knows that they're in Egypt, but in fact, not that many people have went to Egypt. So how do you know that? Well, you rely on what other people have told us. It's the same for much more important topics. So how is the government performing? Is the government meeting its healthcare targets? Well, most of our beliefs about this are based on published government statistics or reports from regulators or people who survey how they're getting on. So most of our beliefs and knowledge, even about important political matters, are based on reports from the media, from government agencies, and so on and so forth. Or take London. So we're in London right now. How did London get its name? Well, I'm told that it was named by the Romans. And how do I know that? Well, I rely on experts. I rely on what historians have told us. So in fact, if you think of all the things we believe and know, apart from things you have first-hand experience of, much of what we believe and know is actually derived from or based on reliance on other people. So one thing we're really interested in LSE philosophy is how does this reliance work? So we're interested in how is knowledge transmitted between societies and between institutions? What role does the media play in facilitating the transfer of knowledge or even inhibiting the transfer of knowledge? And how can we organize institutions to optimize the transfer of knowledge? How does science make progress over time, even though many scientists don't know each other personally? Well, it's going to be something to do with the institution. And what we're interested in is the mechanisms that facilitate the production, the transfer of knowledge between people at great distance and over times. And how can we organize societies and institutions and governments most effectively to ensure that knowledge and belief is shared as effectively as it can be.
My own research in formal social epistemology focuses on the credit economy. So scientists are very concerned about being the first to do something new. You can see this, for example, in the big priority dispute between Newton and Leibniz over the invention of the calculus. They spent a lot of energy arguing over who was the first to do it. And this is very important in science because if you're the first to do something new, that's the sort of thing that builds you a reputation as a scientist. And these reputations are important for your legacy if you're someone like Newton or Leibniz. Or if you're a mere mortal like one of us, then it's more about getting a job or keeping a job, for example, in the academic world. So this credit economy, this reputation economy is very interesting from an epistemological perspective because if we know that scientists are concerned about building a reputation, then this is going to drive the sort of choices they make about what to study in science and how to study it, their methodological choices and so on.
My research connects to formal social epistemology in the following way. I'm quite interested in how individuals make decisions in cases of strategic interaction. And this involves social epistemology because you're thinking about what people know in group contexts, how they revise their beliefs based on their interactions in a group. And it connects with formal epistemology because it tries to model and represent these situations using mathematical methods and computer simulations.
I am one of the organizers of SURGE, the Social Epistemology Research Group. We are a community of student and faculty researchers all working within social epistemology. What we do is we get together every Monday morning. We have bagels together. Our founder, Jingy, brings them from an excellent bakery. And then we just discuss how our research is going, bounce ideas around. And sometimes this is all we'll do. We call them casual research updates. Other times, or I'd say most of the time, we have a member presenting some work in progress for feedback from the group. So this could be a paper they're working on or a talk they're preparing, anything that could benefit from the group's feedback.
It's a very exciting time to be engaged in the study of social epistemology at the LSE and at LSE philosophy in particular. This is because we've got a large number of young and upcoming scholars working on this area. We have a growing number of PhD students who are interested in topics of social epistemology, both abstract topics in social epistemology, but also really interested in applied topics. For example, how social media environments affect the transfer of knowledge in modern society. So there's lots of activities going on. There's lots of reading groups, research seminars, and just the most important thing, which is people producing cutting-edge, socially relevant research. And that's why I think it's an excellent time to be studying social epistemology here in the department.